What's good, people? It's Thursday. Live beat reviews. What's good, y'all? If you're just tuning in to this channel, it's your first time here. I go by the name of X.E.L. And we do live beat reviews on this channel on Thursday nights. I want to welcome you guys out. Hopefully everyone has had a great week. Next week will be Turkey week, so there'll probably be no live, just to let you guys know. So hopefully I got all y'all, beat aggression out for this week. So next week we will be taking a little hiatus, and that's pretty cool. And then we'll be ready for next month, where we actually get the sample flip and all that stuff going. I think, what is that? Sunday is the 1st, huh? So I might be doing the beat making part of the sample flip on Sunday. Man, it seemed like yesterday I just did last one. The last sample flip. But yeah, with that being said, today is live beat review. So if you didn't already, there's a link below in the description of the video where you can actually go to my Discord, and inside the Discord there's an area that says live beat reviews, and you can actually put your beats in there or your songs, either one. It will usually have to be an MP3 or a WAV file. Those are the ones I prefer. If you do have like a YouTube link or a SoundCloud link, those work perfectly fine. As long as I do not have to leave Discord, I will play it. If I have to leave Discord, I will not play the track. So that's pretty much all, the requirements I have. If you want to play more than 2 minutes, I usually play up to 2 minutes. It may be a little shorter, just depending on how everything is going. But if you want to play it longer, it will require a super chat. If you want to play more than one track, that does also require a super chat. So that's pretty much it for how we run these live beat reviews. So like I said, if it's your first time tuning in, welcome. All right, let me see who's in the chat, and we can start doing these live beat reviews. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it goes. Hey, man, y'all guys ever lose your mouse on the screen? I was always lose my mouse. Anyway. All right, Vice is in the building. What's good, Vice? Charismatic. All right, I see. Yeah, last sample flip of the year. Yes, that is true. It's coming up December. And we're going to go into the new year, I guess, with a bang. Stephen Parker in the building. What's good, Stephen Parker? All right. So yeah, so let me know if anybody else is in here. Just, put a 1 in the chat comment so I can see who's actually in here. Helps out the channel as well. Make sure you guys are giving a thumbs up, all that good stuff. Y'all know how we do. But yeah, I've been working on these cakewalk videos, and then I realized that I probably won't be working on any more cakewalk videos. I know. I'm sorry. Where's my button? Is it this one?
Fatality.
Nope, that's the wrong one. This one.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Yeah, cause like you guys know, like, well, I guess you don't know, but usually I put a lot of work into actually making a video. Like, it's kind of thought out in a way, even though I am still kind of freestyling the whole way through it. But it's just the fact that, you got to go through the editing, you have to go through the actual recording, and it takes time to do all these things, and then do thumbnails, and then post it, and then you get like, a good 100 views, and then you're like, wow, I worked really hard on that one. And not to get the reciprocation, just because not many people are actually using that DAW as it is right now. I definitely won't be going to FL Studio, because there's way too many FL Studio videos out there at this very moment that everybody is clinging on to. So I'll probably be doing like another DAW. It won't be Reaper, because if you want Reaper, I have a whole channel dedicated to Reaper, and it's called Learning Reaper. So I'll probably be doing some other things on this channel. I might do some kind of like reviews and things like that. unfortunately. But cakewalk videos, I'll probably do this last one where I'm doing like the arrangement, and then one more for the mastering inside of cakewalk, just with stock plugins, and then that'll probably be it, man. Unfortunately, I was watching Creative Sauce Mike, his video, and he was talking about he's, you know, pretty much leaving cakewalk and sonar as well, just because it's like they don't know where they want to go. So like, how can I, you know, keep putting time and effort into creating videos for a product that they don't know what they're doing, you know? Like, it's kind of one of those situations. So yeah, so these will probably be like the last cakewalk videos that I do. I don't know what they're going to do with Sonar, if they're going to actually do the perpetual license or not. Currently right now, there's no one really posting anything. I mean, just really go and search YouTube right now and look up Sonar. I think there's probably like maybe 5 videos. I know Mike did like probably 2 of them from Creative Source. And that's pretty much it. There's no one talking about the new Sonar. There's no one talking about Next. So it's like, you know, it seems like the ship is kind of sinking or failing or whatever you want to call it. So, so before that happens, I'll probably just move to something else. I'll probably do a poll and see what people want to see me do. I'm not doing live either. That's another one that's out of the question. I refuse. That's not one that I really enjoy using or even looking at. Even though, you know, many people have made many great things in live, there's just so many things that are weird to me in live that it's not for me. Maybe if I had like, you know, a push, it would be something that I would kind of gravitate toward. Maybe, just maybe. But as it stands now, it's not in the cards, not in the lineup, whatever you want to call it. All right. So let's get into these sample. Well, I was about to say sample. In these live beat reviews, man. I know my thing is, yeah, I knew it was tripping. All right, A&R's in the building. What's good, yo? Hey, Alan, how's it going, man? Good to see you here. Feastables? Feastables? I'm sorry. I can't even say that. This is just horrible. But yes, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Nathan Fish is in the building. What's good, Nathan? How's it going? Sorry, you guys got to hear me ramble about stuff all the time. Mr. Feastables. I'm sorry. There you go. I think that's right. Hopefully. If I butcher it, I'm sorry. But, you know, this is what I do on this channel. I'm not sure if you've ever been here before, but this is live beat review. So if you do have like a beat or a song that you actually want to get played tonight, you can just join the Discord. The link is below in the description of the video. And then go to the live beat review section. It could be MP3, Wave, if it's like a YouTube. Anything that stays inside of Discord, I will play. If I have to leave Discord to play it, I will not play it. All right? All right. I got it right the first time. See, man, hey, man. You're here for the rambles. All right, let's get into these this live beat review. Let's go with Sonan. Let's go. right, let's give it up for Sonan, man. Very, very nice. Especially if you're using BandLab first time, it's not bad at all, yo. The mix is definitely something that would need some work on there, but I like the fact that you didn't overdo the beat. Like the beat doesn't feel overcooked. I have room for artists to actually get on here and do what they want to do. It just needs to kind of have that good mix behind it to where it'll attract the listener to actually go and use it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely good work on it. All right, Nathan Fisher says fire. Yeah, getting it started right for sure. Stephen Parker says nice, some fire. Needs a hook. Yeah, I mean that comes with, you know, more practice and actually getting to learn BandLab and being able to structure your beats. Even though I know they have like the whole arranger inside the BandLab, I think they have arranger in there, from what I remember. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm thinking something else. But yeah. So yeah, once you get your like mixing down, then comes arrangement. At least that's how it is for me. My weakest point in all of beat making is arrangement. That is like my Achilles heel. Like that's what takes me the longest to really get down and really put it out there. Like to make the beat, that's not really an issue. To mix the beat, I can do that. I do that all day, you know. But when it comes to like the arrangement and making sure I have pieces come in and out and have some kind of change up, some kind of feel, some kind of drop, some type of intro, some type of ending, like those are the things that take me the longest. Just personally, like my Achilles when it comes to making stuff. All right, very ominous. All right. Yeah, BandLab is low-key kind of dope. Like, I mean, just think about like anything you want is actually in there. So if you want samples, it's in there. If you want drums and drum loops and hi-hat loops and different kind of flavored loops, like for whether it be reggaeton, whether it be drill, whether it be hip-hop, whether it be R&B, like all that stuff is in there. And you just kind of type it on the sidebar there and then drop it into the project. It has its own instruments and, you know, some really actually nice effects in there as well. Low key, it does have some really nice effects. And once you actually get a mix that you like in there, then you can even go through the mastering for BandLab. I'm not sure if it's still free or not, but your BandLab mastering, you can do that. Put your songs through the mastering process. I think they have a mixing thing inside there as well. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a really good tool, man. I think it's very slept on. Like if I didn't have like a computer, I'd probably be using BandLab. That would definitely be like one of the things I would try to use to see if I can make something on it. If I still have like the iPad, I would, you know, I have Beatmaker 3 on there and I have FL Mobile. I haven't used those in about a year. So I'm super rusty with them, but I know if I had to, like if I had to move around, I kind of could still do it. All right, so next up we have Alan T. Let's go. Hey.
Nice.
Alan, that's a super dope name too. Chinese math, yo. Oh man. That's good off Alan T. I like it, Alan. Very, very interesting. I would say some of the mix I probably would work on, just like the highs are like really, really high. I'd probably just tame those down just a little bit. You can either do that by, EQing some of the high frequencies out, especially for the hi-hat and that snare, or change out that louder, I guess it's, what is that, counter snare that's in there. So other than that, man, really, really dope work, man. Let's give it up one more time for Alan. Nathan Fisher with the firecracker. Got me out my chair already. Scene opener vibes. I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, I was saying the same thing, yo. Yeah, saying the same thing. AC in the building. What's good, AC? Ah, yeah. I like it. Nice. It gives it a nice bounce. And that's kind of the vibe you want to go for sure, man. Because as soon as I heard it, I was like, all right, this is going to be dope. Like, I didn't have to hear the rest of it. I just knew from the beginning it was going to be dope. That's what's up. Stephen Parker says, Alan, fire. Okay. Yeah, man. Good stuff, Alan. All right. Let's give it one more time for Alan T. I know the A&R is right there watching you, man. She's like, this is it. This is what you're supposed to be doing. All right. Next up, we have KSB from Scratch, number 66. The grind keeps going. All right, let's go. Yes, sir. Let's give it up for KSB, man. Them bass lines you coming up with is really dope, man. Them bass lines be so fire, yo. Very nice mix. Good sound selection. I think the intro is a little long. I'm not sure if you're like trying to push it out to an artist, but you want to get to the point right away. Like through all my years of actually making music, beats, trying to submit and send to people, like if you're not like completely catching their attention within that first like 5 seconds, then usually they pass and they hit the skip button. So like I said, I'm not sure what the purpose of this one is for, if it's for like your own personal like, you know, beat tape or something like that, that's cool. But if it's like going to an artist, if it's going to like a library, if it's going to things like that, quick intro, just come in with it, you know, give them like 4 bars, 8 bars probably the most, then come in with whatever, you know, that is going to grab the attention of the person listening to it. And that goes for like everybody here. So like you want to make sure that you are grabbing the attention of the people that you want to grab the attention. I mean, if you're doing, like I said, your own personal mixtape kind of beat tape thing, whatever, you do whatever you want to. Go wild. Go completely wild, yo. You know what I'm saying? Do like, you know, 24 bar intro if you want to. Like, it's all on you. But if you're trying to grab someone's attention, you want to make sure you grab it right away. Right? That's all I'm pretty much saying. But yeah, let's give it one more time for KSB. Nathan Fisher says fire. KSB made you a fan. Hey man, he has some really dope stuff, yo. Very interesting, isn't it? Charismatic. Like I feel that way as well. I guess people are dreading, you know, the whole Christmas thing and, you know, Thanksgiving coming up. People want to spend money. All these Black Friday deals that, you know, you can't really afford, but you should buy something. I did see that IK did the like 150 for like the total bundle. Dude, if y'all don't understand how much stuff is in that total, like I have the 3.5 total bundle, and if I wanted to, that's all I need to use. Like I pretty much use that only for my mixing stuff. Like the T-Rex stuff, that's all I really use for mixing. I use their tape emulator. I use their clipper. I use the one plugin for like the mastering kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a really, really dope bundle. If you can afford it, 150, you get like damn near any instrument you ever wanted. Like you have what's those things called? The Mellotron stuff they have in there. They have the sample tank, which has like all the instruments. You have the Philharmonica stuff in there. Like it's a great bundle, man. For $150, I don't think you can really beat that, just to be honest with you guys. Then you got the Mudo bass, the Mudo drums. And if you're getting into like different genres, like the Moto drums has a whole bunch of different patterns and things in there that you can use and kind of slap those into your tracks. But you know, I'm in sync, so like I'll get requests for different things like I don't know how to really do. And I'll experiment and I'll try things out, and like you'll find like all these little hidden gems inside of these tools that they have. You can like pull like the MIDI and have it, you know, put your own drums, use their drums. They have like whole drum kits inside of the Moto bass kind of thing. Man, it's dope. But yeah, if you can afford it, I'd say definitely try that. But you know, that's neither here nor there. All right, AC says nice. A&R likes this. All right, yeah, it's a nice beat. Vice says fire. Stephen Parker says fire. Don, what's good, man? Thank you for joining, yo. Appreciate you. Mellotron. Strawberry Fields. Yeah. Yeah, they have it has a whole bunch of stuff in there, man. Like I think it's a great bundle. Like I said, I have the 3.5 one, and I mean really that's all I ever need for when it comes to sounds, if it comes to tools and instruments and emulators, and it has like what? It has like 6 or 7 like tape machines. So like if you're into that kind of stuff, it's in there, yo. If you want like, you know, pedals and stuff like that, they have the whole rig thing that they have. It's, yo, man, if you do stuff in there, it's there. That's all I can say. It's in there. You know, it's like the that commercial, you know, the spaghetti commercial, the sauce. It's in there. All right. Let's move on. Next up, we have Nathan Fisher. -8 patch point mix recording. You might hear slight crackles when the bass kicks in using Cakewalk. All right, let's see what you did. All right, Nathan, I see you, man. I really like the drums that you selected in there. Those drums sound really, really good. I would say like the sound selection may need a little bit of work, just to find the right sounds that match with it. There's like what is that? It's like a bass or something. See, like there, it starts to get a little cluttered because you're adding a lot of different instruments and they sound like they're maybe in the same key, but they're not playing the same key kind of thing. So definitely be careful with like the sound selection. Like it does matter, yo. The drums sound good. I like the way the drums sound on there. I think there's like another undertone. I don't know if it's like a string or something, but there's something that's kind of like layered underneath. Like those two would be like your foundation, and you have to put things on top of that. But just be careful with, you know, trying to jumble too much into one section. I usually call it overcooking the beat. So it's something that I did very long ago, and it was something that I had to kind of get out of. And the only way you learn to get out of it is to just keep creating, and you have things like this, like these critiques, they help. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll help you kind of lead you in the right direction. But yeah, let's give it one more time for Nathan Fisher. Stephen Parker said, let's go. Definitely some creativity there for sure. All right, next up we have Charismatic. Let's go.
Yeah, lady, come on. Yeah, nothing. I give my all or nothing. Yeah, I give my all or nothing. nothing. That's right, I give my all. All or nothing. I give my all. I give my all. Hey yo, I'ma give it what I got. That's everything. Yeah, I'm married to the sport. My mic's the wedding ring. Balls, I make it rain, and it ain't even spring. Blocking all the hate, the defense I bring, and I ain't going nowhere. I'm here to stay. Man, y'all better clear the path, better clear the way. Here to collect my wins, man, I came to play. Better give me my flowers, run the bouquet, because I've given it my all. I'm like the gift that keeps giving. And I'm the one that they call. I bring life, I bring the dead back to the living. I give my all, I'm giving all, I'm giving all, yeah. I give my all or nothing. Yeah, I give my all or nothing. That's right, I give my all or nothing. I give my all, I give my all, nothing. Yeah, I give my all or nothing. That's right, I give my all. Yeah, I give my all. I give my all. Yeah, I give my all. Hey yo, I'ma give you what you like. Yeah, you like that. Never fall off, but if I do, I'll be right back. And you can watch me take flight. You've been skyjacked, and I'm the solution. I'm the life hack. My balls will make it rain like it's a storm out. And when I give it my all, it makes it storm out. I block all the hate, defense my middle name. Y'all missing all the shots every time I'm in the game, because I give in everything. I'm like the gift that keeps giving, because I'm the first string. I play the sport for a living. I give my all. I'm giving all. I'm giving. I'm giving all. Yeah. I give my all. All or nothing. Yeah, I give my all. All or nothing. That's right, I give my all. I give my all. I give my all. Nothing. Yeah, I give my all. All or nothing. That's right, I give my all. All or nothing. Yeah, I give my all. All or nothing. I give my all. I give my all.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. This is straight.
Fatality.
Woo! Fire charismatic. Like, I don't even know what to say, man. Like, this one here hit different. Like, even your mix, it sounds bigger. I don't know what you're using on there now, but the mix just sounds a lot bigger on this track. Very nice. All or nothing for sure. Lady Rock, you rock for sure. Man, yo, very, very nice collab. Yeah, I mean, I just see it. I can see it being placed. Yeah, what else is there to say? Let's give it up, charismatic. AC says nice. Vice says fire. Nathan says fire. Stephen Parker. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely fire. That's what's up. Yeah. All right. So next up, we have Vice. Haven't made a guitar track in a while. All right. Let's see what you did. Hey. This is fire, Vice. Yeah, that's fire. Hands down, that's fire. And it can go like either way. I can hear somebody spitting on it. I can hear somebody singing on there. It has like a little bit of a Chris Brown kind of feel to it. I could hear like a Chris Brown, a singer kind of like him on there. Really dope, Vice. Let's go. Alan says great job. Nathan says fire. Nice. Yeah. Is this it?
Nice.
AC says fire. Yes, the A&R likes it. I'm trying to tell you, Vice, that was smooth, man. Yeah, all good, yo. Yes, sir. Keep working, man. Keep working, man. All right. Next up is Saya. Let's see what he did.
Yeah, slow down, go down, roll now. You can feel every inch of it when we intimate. I use my tongue, baby. I lose sprung, baby. I had your hands
Saya, what are you doing?
so crazy.
Hey. 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 Let's give it up for Saya, man. Yes, sir. Dope. Them kicks is thumping. 808 is smacking. Stephen Parker said, let's go, Saya. Yeah, man. Nathan says fire. Vice says fire. Yeah. Nasty for sure, yo. Let's give it one more time for Saya. What are you doing? All right, next up. We have Stephen Parker. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's see what Steven did. Oh. Hey, hey. Hey.
We can talk about it, just me and you. We can talk about it. We can talk it through. We can talk about it, just me and you.
Yes, sir. Stephen Parker, yo. Yeah, that was fire, yo. Very modern as well. I can hear a lot of different things that can be done with that, yo. But you have to have some space for the artist. Careful, Stephen. Some space for the artist, man. I like the hook in the first part of it. And then, but the other parts in the middle, you could probably left that out just so that, you know, somebody can get a vibe off of that. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely a vibe. Nice work, Steven. White says fire. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nathan says fire. He needs that guitar loop. Yeah, that guitar does go hard. Appreciate it, AC. I got you. Yeah. A&R likes it. Yeah, man. Yeah. Fire, yo, for sure. All right. Let's see what AC did here. Let's go.
Waiting on the light to green.
Let's give it up for AC, yo. That was interesting, yo. I really like the vibe on that one. I don't know if that was like some like sampled singer or something, or if that's actually an artist that you know. If it's an artist that you know, you need to do more work with them. I'm just gonna tell you that now. If it's not artists that you know, you may need to find some more of their samples and kind of collab that way with them. But definitely, definitely dope. Let's give it up one more time for AC. No problem, Steven Parker. DL's in the building. What's good, DL? Thank you for joining, man. Yeah, definitely fire. Yeah. Nathan says smooth, yo. Yeah, it's definitely smooth, yo. I like it has like a retro feel to it, but still kind of like a modern at the same time. Very interesting, yo. I got a breakdown what all you use, what instruments you're using. Yeah, he probably has like I think it was like a guitar sample that he has in there. And a break beat, probably. So yeah. Man, I'm good, yo. Hanging in there. Yeah, AC killed it for sure. All right, yeah, A&R likes it. That's what I like to hear. Yes, synthwave vibes for sure. Retro sounding, yeah. No problem, yo. Steven Parker says fire. Man, yo, yeah. She has a nice voice. It fits well with the track as well, yo. Mr. Robertson, the producer, is in the building. What's good, man? Thank you for joining, yo. Yeah, definitely a nice track. Yeah, man. I guess that will conclude our night for live beat reviews. Next week is Thanksgiving, guys, so yeah, that's not gonna happen. Family will not allow that to happen. I'll probably be dragged by my legs away from the camera and all that stuff. Yeah. So yeah, no live beat reviews, and then we're probably getting right into the sample flip for next month, which should be pretty interesting. Yeah, should be pretty interesting. No problem, man. I like it, man. I like that vibe. I always like that vibe. Like a lot of people think I just listen to hip hop all day, but I don't. I listen to a lot of different things because I like to hear different things in a different way, and it opens up your mind to using other things to kind of make tracks. So you're not always making the same exact thing over and over and over and over again. So like I usually like to sample. I'll sample like, some rock stuff. I'll sample some retro things, some disco still even. Like I'll kind of listen back to those. And plus the libraries that send me stuff, they always are looking for different things. Like right now, I think there's one that's looking for like some 60s, 70s kind of tracks. So trying to, listen to those and kind of get a feel for how I want to approach it. So yeah, that's usually how it goes, man. Like I'll just kind of feel everything out and see what they want, and then kind of go from there. Yeah, man. For all those who celebrate, for sure. Well, I mean, you didn't miss everything. We're still here. It's kind of still early. It's kind of interesting. I didn't have more people in here. I try to promote as much as I can on Facebook or Instagram, but I'm too lazy, man. I mean, I really need to kind of push like I should be pushing, but there's so many things going on. I got like a couple of briefs in I got to kind of take care of. I've been working on one earlier today. So yeah, happy Turkey Day. Yeah, man. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there, man. I'm always interested in hearing different things. Like I said, there's like one genre I can't do, and that's the ones that yell at you, that are just screaming in the mic like I don't know what they're saying. Like everything is like super like peaked, and and they're just absolutely and into the mic. I don't understand it. So like that's like one of the only things I can't really listen to, or I refuse to listen to, I should say. That's what's up, Nathan. I love the confidence, man. Oh man. Yeah, Vice has the same thing. Shortcut to some 70s stuff. Curtis Mayfield. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Like I've been listening to a whole bunch of different ones. But they give you like, they gave me like a list of, you know, kind of like reference tracks, I guess you could say, of references, kind of where they want stuff to go. So they'll send like some list of things that they kind of want it to sound like. That's if you get into like the whole like sync kind of field, which I'm fully immersed in it right now. That's like the thing I do. Like that's why I really enjoy a lot of charismatic stuff, because he is actually in that realm of the sync stuff, because I can hear it. I think Mr. Robertson as well, I think he does, or is trying to attempt to get into like that whole sync scene, and you can hear it in the track, the way they structure their tracks, the sound selection that they actually have. So that's kind of where, you know, all that goes. Yes, that screaming, the death metal. There you go. That's what it's called. Saya in the building. What's good, man? Haven't seen you out here in a minute. DL, it depends. It's a very open and closed kind of thing. Like, all right. So let's say, for instance, let's say you get a car commercial. Let's go that route. So let's say you get the Alexis commercial. So usually they'll have like a upfront kind of fee that they pay. It just kind of matters your library and all that stuff, and how your deal is kind of situated. Usually, you know, they'll have a big budget. You know, sometimes it could be, $50. Sometimes it could be $5,000. Sometimes it could be $50,000. It could be $100,000. You know, like it just matters on what they need and what they want, and how much their budget is for the actual project. I've seen as much as like $250,000 for an ad. You know what I'm saying? So like it can be very beneficial. And then you also get your back end stuff. So if you are with, you know, some kind of sync agent, or if you're with the library, or if you're going directly to the music supervisor, all that stuff matters. So if you're going through a library, most of the time, they're probably going to split it like 50-50 with you. So if it's like a contract or a deal for like $250,000, like you guys will split that, right? So they'll get half and you'll get the other half. It just kind of matters. Like it really does matter, like where you are and what you're going for, what you're doing. Commercials are the way definitely to go. I think that and theme songs are like your bread and butter. Like if you can get a good sync for like a commercial, those are usually pretty good, because advertising pays very, very well. But if you can get like a theme song, so all right, so just think, every time Seinfeld plays, that dude gets a check. Just think about that. Every time that theme song plays, or like the Friends like theme song, somebody gotta go to me. That's you know all that. Yeah, that dude gets paid every time that's played. So it is, like I said, it kind of matters. Usually when you're first getting in the sync, you'll probably get like little syncs. So those sometimes don't actually have an upfront fee. So you don't get like any upfront fee, but you get back end money. And usually that can take anywhere from 9 months to like a year to get paid for it. If you do try to get into sync, I'm just going to let you know, it's not like an overnight thing. It's not something that that I would suggest anybody just jump into it and think they're just going to make money. It just doesn't work that way. Some people do get lucky. Some people get with the right library at the right time, and those things do happen for certain people. But the majority of the people out there are usually kind of getting little placements here and there. They'll get like, a sports show, a talk show, one of those reality TV shows, things like that. They'll get little radio ads, promotions. But if you can get into like that whole realm of like advertisement, like you get like a Nike commercial, that's paper. If you get like, a car commercial, those are usually pretty good payments as well. So yeah, I mean, like advertising is where all the money is really. And it's kind of hard to get and break into that realm. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely dope track, Saya. Yeah, there's no straight answer. Anybody that tells you 100% this is what you're going to get is probably not in sync. I'm just going to throw that out there because there's no way to really know, like, because each job is different. So there was one where I got a brief for a song, and like it paid up to $2,000 for the song if it got accepted and chosen for whatever the piece was. So things like that you can get. They do pop up here and there. It's very, very difficult to get to the right library or the right agent that actually has the connects like that, because you got to understand, like, these people need to trust what you're doing is actually legit. Like, you can actually have, those people that come in with different samples that they took from somewhere else, and yeah, it just gets really, really messy, yo. Hey man, all good. Good to have you here. Yes, it varies on so many different things, man. Like, there's one that I'm still waiting to try to get paid on, and I didn't send it to everybody. I'm like, yo, man, I want to get money for this, but it just hasn't happened. All right. That's what's up. But yeah, I mean, if you have questions about it, definitely, I believe Charismatic can probably answer them as well. I can answer you if you have any questions, like, about sync and stuff like that. I've been really thinking about making a sync channel, but I just don't know. It's just one of those things where I see a lot of people out there that were really, really strong into pushing like the whole sync thing have kind of like disappeared. Like this year, they have kind of disappeared. Like last year, like 2023, like everybody was sync. And I got this placement, and then now I'm seeing very, very little people still pushing the sync thing like that. It's very interesting to me. I just think it's like one of those, almost like a fad in a way. Like people have just kind of jumped on the train to see what they can kind of get out of it, and then they jump off when they see that it's not really moving as fast as they thought it should be moving. I think like Clint is probably like one of the only people still kind of really pushing sync like that. And I know they have like a whole bunch of different workshops and things like that out there. I think Jesse from Sync My Music, he's still, doing his thing. But a lot of the other people that I've seen out there all the time used to be posting on Instagram and all that stuff. I don't see them posting. I don't see them doing much of anything when it comes to the sync thing, the sync game right now. It's very interesting to me. There used to be a lot of people out there doing a whole bunch of different videos and had little, courses that they made. Hey man, you watch my course and you're gonna get a song signed to a library. And I'm like, that's great. but you didn't tell them all the other stuff that happens during that time period, you know, all the stuff that they actually need in order for them to actually be even semi-successful in it. And, you know, and the patience they have to have. And I know people really beat this to the end, but it's really the truth. Like, you have to be consistent. Like, I know you'll hear that from everybody on the internet, and they'll tell you, everybody in any course will tell you the same thing, but it is definitely the truth. Like, if you're not consistent, then it kind of defeats the purpose. You have to keep going. Like, if you just did a whole album for, you know, for a library, let's say you did 10 tracks, right? So in the next like 4 weeks, you should have another 10 tracks being able to send to this library. Like, you want to be consistently sending music, whether it's rejected or not. So there's many times I get rejected. I'm not perfect. I'm not, you know, the golden boy of any of this. Like, I just have fun and send stuff that I like, and they choose it. They choose it. If they don't, they don't. I'll just push it over to another library. That has been my philosophy. If you don't like it, you want to reject it, I'll send it somewhere else. There's even been times where I send stuff and they haven't responded in months. It's been like 2-3 months. Send it to another library. Boom. The other library picked it up. They come back the 5th month saying, hey, remember this album that you sent? I remember it. You want more like it? I can make more, but that album is no longer available. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to be that way so you can kind of get your stuff out there, man. The only way to expand is to actually keep moving forward, keep pushing stuff out there. Moving away from splice samples. Yeah. Splice samples, a lot of libraries, a lot of them will tell you don't use splice samples or don't submit with splice samples, just because of like the headache that's been happening. Like, there was a point in time where there was some people that would go into Splice, right? They'd go into Splice and download the sample and then put it on like that YouTube thing where they what is it called? They strike your video. You know what I'm saying? So like they were doing that. They were just taking the Splice samples and uploading them to whatever server or whatever it is they have and claiming it as their own. And so you would put your stuff out there, you get like a copyright strike. Say, hey, you know, this belongs to somebody else. And you're like, yo, this is a Splice sample. What are you talking about? And a lot of libraries were getting caught with that. So they would do the whole, you know, content ID thing and get caught with content ID because they use Splice samples and somebody decided they want to claim it, a sample that they didn't make for themselves. So that's where a lot of the Splice issues came up, because a lot of people were using the same exact Splice samples, you know, to make tracks, because they ask for certain things. Like a lot of companies will ask for certain things, and they'll have different libraries pitching for that same exact opportunity. So if you're all using the same samples, something's going to give somewhere down the road. So that's why a lot of people say stay away from kind of splice and samples and things like that when you're actually doing that whole sync route. I would highly suggest not to use samples. That's why usually I'll use like ripcord to kind of make my chords or whatever, like the case may be. I did see that there's a new thing out there from the guy, what is it? My best friend Jacob. He did another one with another company where it actually makes like the chords and things like that. It seems really interesting, but I don't know. Is everything about this AI thing is like really scary in a way, because you just never know what's gonna happen with it. Because I know that's another thing that a lot of the sync places are kind of worried about, is the whole AI thing. Because just think about it, you can make a whole entire song in 8 seconds just by using prompts. 8 seconds, you can make a whole entire song, right? So you have a beat that probably came from some artist, right? You have sounds that came from probably somewhere in Splice in there. Then you have an AI voice generation of someone's voice. So you have no idea who this person is that you're using their voice, right? So it's like there's a whole bunch of different factors in that whole AI thing, and like who actually gets the right to this song. It's not really your song. It's not really AI song because it's something that was kind of generated out of prompts. So like, where do you really go with that? I think it's very interesting this day and age, especially with the AI thing. So, I mean, to each his own. If you want to use it, use it. I say it's great to start ideas. I don't see an issue with it, starting an idea, but then it always comes back to, where's the legality of it? Where does it actually stand? How will it hold up in court and all that other stuff? And a lot of these like sync companies, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to go through all that. They don't want to work around it and try to find different things that'll come from that. They just want to, just do whatever they're doing. Yeah, I think that'd probably be, it'll probably be cool. But I have noticed that people who do like the sync stuff don't really do too well video wise, because it's like people feel like they're being baited, right? When you hear somebody says, oh, you should come and watch my channel and watch me sync songs to TV and film, and it's like, I don't know about this guy, like it's just one of those things. I get curious at times as well, and I followed several people on YouTube who no longer, kind of do things like that anymore. One of the big ones was X.E.L. He used to be on YouTube like every Friday. He would actually listen to your songs and say if it's ready for, TV and film kind of thing, give you pointers, things you can work on to improve if it needs to be improved. If something is ready, he'd be like, yeah, I think this may be ready for, a library. Definitely make some more like this and kind of pitch. Clint Music, he used to do like once a week and kind of critique people's beats and songs and things like that. He was kind of the same way, where you would play your stuff live and give you feedback and let you know, hey, this is ready for sync and this may not be ready. Here's what you can do to improve on this and that. But a lot of those have actually gone away. There's been other people that I've found that, talk about sync and then they just kind of disappear. I think Jesse's probably like one of the only ones still kind of really doing it. I think his is Sync My Music. If you want to look him up, Jesse, he's a pretty cool dude. He has other services for sync that may be helpful if you want to go that route. But I'm just gonna let you guys know it is all about time. Time is everything, Like it takes a long time to get going in sync. So I've been doing this for maybe 4 years now. Maybe it'll probably be 4 years next year. But yeah, so like that's about as much as I've kind of gotten into the game, following all these different people, sending all these tracks to all these libraries, getting some success and placements and stuff. But it's it took a long time, yo. No problem, yo. Correct. Charismatic is definitely correct. And that's one of the things that a lot of people don't really tell you as well, like to specialize in a specific genre will help you out a lot more, because when they look at you as more of a specialist in this particular genre, right? So like usually when I'm presenting myself, I'll say I do trap, hip hop, urban is usually why I try to lean toward just that urban kind of market or feel or appeal. So I'll say like, hip hop, trap specialist kind of thing like that. So yeah, that's pretty much where it goes. All right. BandLab. Is what from BandLab? never really seen sync content. I have them on my website right now. So if you, what in the world is going on? It's like my chat keeps disconnecting for some weird reason. But yeah, you've never seen sync content. Do I have anything? I don't know if I have anything. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anything. I do have stuff. All right. It'll probably give me a strike, but I guess it's not worth it. All right. So Vice, if you go to my website, go to xelohh.com. I have probably like 6 little syncs that I've done. It's like at the top of the page. If you go to xelohh.com, it'll show you some of the placements that I actually got for different shows, for like VH1 and MTV, stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, man. Yo, I've been always thinking about doing stuff with Kev, like since I first seen his stuff on YouTube. But I never had the dough to actually get connected with that. So I was just like, I just kind of listen, and I learned from listening. I mean, the same thing with like Excalibur. I didn't buy any of his bundles or anything like that, but just him like showing things online of what he's doing and how he's doing it. I just kind of picked that up. That's how I got, like my first like library, and then like my first sync and all that good stuff. Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, man. I mean, it's like a bittersweet kind of thing, because I don't see where the company is going. That is the problem that I have with the whole cakewalk thing right now. I don't see where the company is going. So you made a completely new doll from scratch. The Cakewalk Next is completely from scratch, and nobody knows what it is, what it does, why they should use it. Right? So to me, I think that was like a waste of utility. They should have just went in and figured out how to get Sonar on a Mac. That's what people want. They don't want Next. So like, if I'm going to continue down that route, they would have to figure out what they're going to do. And right now they have no idea what they're doing. That's how I feel. That's just my personal opinion. They can feel and say how they want to. Their community is completely lost right now. Right? So you have these people that have been with y'all for like 20, 30 years, yo. And they're like, why y'all doing subscription? Y'all know we don't want subscription. So this is your core fan base of this product. They're telling you we don't want subscription, but the only thing you're offering is a subscription. So it's like, what are y'all, what are you really doing here? Then you officially release it. Y'all like, this is no longer beta. This is official release, and it's only through the BandLab app or the BandLab subscription can you get Sonar, right? And they're like, oh, once you get Sonar, you can get Next too. But what do I need Next for? What is Next purpose? What is the purpose of Cakewalk Next? Is it for the younger generation? They might as well just go to BandLab, right? Because you have the same things in BandLab that you have in Cakewalk Next. You have the BandLab stuff inside of Cakewalk Next. I mean, I guess it's just a desktop version of BandLab. I mean, if you want to look at it that way, but it's still missing features that the BandLab app has. I don't think it has like the auto tune in there. It doesn't have a mixer, just like the BandLab app doesn't have a mixer. You're using the same sounds from BandLab, but it's just a desktop version, and you can use it on the Mac. And it's like, I mean, like, why didn't they just make a Mac version of Sonar? It would solve a lot of the issues that they have with it. Where people are saying that they don't want to use Cakewalk because it's not on Mac. That would solve the issue right there. Make a Mac version. I know they tried or attempted many years ago, and they just gave up on it. They just gave up on the whole entire project for moving it over to Mac. And I don't know if it's just the bakers having an issue with Mac, or the bakers don't like Mac, or they couldn't get something working with it. Because you got to think about it. All right, just think about how much bigger FL Studio got when they moved over to Mac. Like, there were so many Logic users that moved over to FL Studio once FL Studio became for Mac. It's ridiculous. So it's like, why can't you do this for Cakewalk? I think that would have been a great choice, but they decided against doing that. Why they decided against that, I have no idea. Yeah, man. Yeah. That is the whole thing. So it's like, if you look at all the competition that's out there right now, where is Cakewalk in the mix to this? No one is talking about Cakewalk, right? So if I put out a great video of Cakewalk, which I pretty much did, that the one I just released about making a beat in Cakewalk, I think that's a really good video. It gives everybody the basics of how to actually make a beat inside of Cakewalk. And I think it only has like 600 plays, right? And I have 10,000 subscribers on this channel and only have 600 plays on the video. That tells you a lot right there off the bat. That, even like Mike, like I said, Mike from Creative Source, he's probably going to stop making Cakewalk videos as well, just because it doesn't benefit his business. Like, he built Creative Source off of the back of Cakewalk users and Cakewalk itself. And he's like, where am I going to go with this product though? Like, where is it going? They have no idea where they're going. It took them over a year to release a subscription-based model that still feels incomplete. I don't understand it, yo. Just to be honest, like, I don't understand what they're doing. But, that's neither here nor there. I think I'm talking about them a little bit too much. Thoughts on FL Keys? FL Keys is dope if you have FL Studio. If you do not have FL Studios, I wouldn't say to get FL Key. Just to be honest. Like, I used it. I even used it in another DAW. I used it in Reaper. I used it in Cakewalk. I used it in Cubase. And I used it somewhere else. Live. Yeah. So, I mean, it'll kind of work, but it's kind of interesting when you look at it, because it is really tailored for FL Studio. So if you have FL Studio, like the full version of FL Studio, because I think the FL Keys only comes with like a 6-month subscription or key or whatever they have, but it's only for 6 months. So you still have to buy the actual FL Studio software, which is pretty interesting move, I think, on their behalf, but it's neither here nor there. But yeah, I think FL Keys it was a good keyboard. Like I said, if you're using FL Studio, I think the keys were a little too plastic for me. Like, it was just really, it felt like it was kind of cheap, the keys itself. But the functions and the features on there were definitely worth it. What? Sonar had surround sound mix years before Pro Tools did. Now that we have Atmos mixing, immersive audio, there's that. Plus the ability to fully customize their environment like Reaper. I think Sonar took away a lot of that stuff as well. I think the new Sonar, you can't really customize like you did before. Like, the whole customization for Cakewalk, you had an option to kind of make your own. That's why I made my own templates and my own I made my own themes for Cakewalk, and I gave them out for free. The Atmos thing, that is definitely something that if you are a mixing engineer, I would definitely say move on from Cakewalk, because I don't see them getting Atmos, just to be honest. But their surround mix was never that good to me, honestly. Like the Sonar thing, it was okay, the surround mixing, but compared to Atmos, that's like child's play, yo. I've heard some Atmos mixes compared to like regular surround sound mixing, and Atmos is killing. I think Reaper has a really good one that's in there, but that they come standard with theirs. But the whole Atmos thing is like I said, it's a way if you are an engineer to make money. That's the way I see it. It does help on certain platforms, but a lot of people don't have surround sound like that in their cribs. So it's like kind of made for just movies, like the theaters and things like that. But that's neither here nor there. But I don't think Cakewalk is going to get it, or say Sonar is going to have the Atmos option, because no one is working with Cakewalk. If you really look at it and boil it down, like all the new keyboards that come out, none of them say Cakewalk. All the new equipment that comes out, none of them say Cakewalk, right? So you don't know where the company is actually going, and that's the problem that I have with them. And as much as I tried to, for like 3 years, help out this company, and not because they're paying me or anything, it's just because I actually liked the product. I thought it was a great product, yo, and they were putting it out there for free. So I'm like, I can help people out at the same time using their free software, showing you guys what I do, how I do it, and how you can actually use it in your own personal, life. But, when I give suggestions, they're completely ignored. I remember saying a sampler 3 years ago, and like every year I would post a comment, hey, we need a sampler. Hey, we need a sampler. And then people inside of Cakewalk, the threads, would tell me things like, you don't need a sampler. Oh, there's other samplers out there. Go buy one. And I'm thinking to myself, you guys are not paying attention to what's going on. And I know that those are the people who make, stuff with their band. They're not worried about samplers. All they're doing is plugging in their guitar and in their mic, and they're recording. That's not the same as me going in here, finding a hi-hat that I sampled and put it into another sampler to kind of spread it out along amongst the whole track and kind of making a beat out of it. They don't do those things. A lot of the Cakewalk people are not familiar with that at all. So when I say things like that, they're like, we don't need that. You go find your own sampler. That's not important to them. You know what I'm saying? But the younger generation, the people who are starting to get into Cakewalk, that's what they want. The first thing that everyone asks me when they first get Cakewalk, where's the sampler? You guys couldn't imagine how many comments I've gotten where people were saying, where's the sampler? Hey, does Cakewalk have a sampler? Hey, why can't I move my WAV file into the piano roll? I mean, it's ridiculous, yo. And for 3 years, they just ignored all that stuff and did whatever they wanted to do. And it's okay. It's all good. But I think they have potential. I think it's the easiest DAW to use that I've ever used personally. Has been Cakewalk. No issue setting anything up. Easy to record in. Easy to find your stuff. The whole Pro channel made it very, very great for mixing. Really easy to mix inside there as well, as I've been showing in a couple of the videos I just released. But they're still too far behind, man. They just need to update so many things. They need to update the step sequencer, update the matrix view so that you can actually get a better launching options and actually add MIDI and things like that into it. I mean, like there's little things that they can do to improve, but they don't listen to me. I'm just a average YouTuber who barely got 10,000 subscribers. So yeah. Uh, oh, yeah, man. Ableton is a solid DAW. Like, there's no real complaints I can say about Ableton. I just don't like the way it looks personally. That's just my opinion. But function wise, it has samplers in there. I can use samplers. It works well with wave files. It gives you really good manipulation options and warping and things like that. I'm all for that. I like the fact that you can use the modulators and oscillators and all that other stuff inside there. I think it's great for that as well. I just don't like the look of it, and I can't stand that the stuff is on the right hand side. It just boggles my mind why you would put everything on the right hand side, but that's just how they wanted to do it. And when you record from left to right, but all your stuff is on the right hand side. It just baffles my mind. I have no idea why they did it that way. But anyway, let's keep going. You're looking to buy do you have FL Studio? That's why I was asking. If you don't have FL Studio, I would probably say look for another keyboard. But if you do have FL Studio, it definitely works very well with FL Studio. That is definitely the way to do it. You went to Reaper first because of the price. Well, I mean, like, you didn't have to. The thing about Reaper is, like, you didn't have to purchase it. And that was one of the great things that I thought, that whole trust thing that they have going on, where you just kind of like, hey, you can use it pretty much indefinitely. I still know people to this day, they've had it for maybe 3 years now, and they still let it boot up, and they're still surveying it, and it tells you the time, how long they've had the actual DAW, and they update every time the update comes out, and everything works perfectly fine, and not paying for it for years now, years. So there's that. Yeah, I did a couple of Traction videos on this channel. I think Traction is okay. I think they need to really work on their workflow. I think their workflow is very, very sloppy to me. That's just my personal opinion. I don't like the fact that if I have a audio file in there, I have to kind of make different audio files to do different things. Like if I wanted to do warping, I would have to have a whole separate channel for the warping. Then I have a one for volume. Then I have one for like fading your in and outs. And I'm like, why did they do that? Why didn't they just have it all in one place and be able to do it right there on the audio instead of having all these separate pieces to do the same thing? I thought that was really, really weird. And I also didn't like a lot of the things they did inside their piano roll, where you can't really stretch the stuff out the way you want to. Like, I didn't understand why they didn't have that in there. You have to go to the actual like MIDI clip and kind of adjust the clip in order to like stretch and shrink. I was like, why did they do that? But once again, I didn't make these things. I just used them. Oh man. Yeah. Once you get the hang of Reaper, you definitely never look back. Okay. So do you have, okay, you do have, okay. Okay. Yeah. Then definitely get it. I would highly suggest to get the FL keys. Which one are you trying to get? The 37 you said, or the 49? The 49 one is good. I would say 49 is good. Almost every DAW has 2 samplers except for Cakewalk. Studio One, Ableton has like 3. I think Cubase has 2. Logic has 2. What else is out there? FL has 2. Has X sampler and then the Fruity sampler. Who else? Who else is out there? Traction does not have a good sampler. They have 2, but neither one of them are good. Who else is out there? I think Bitwig has 2 as well. So like almost every DAW has 2 samplers, except for Cakewalk. Cakewalk doesn't have 1 sampler. It's ridiculous. Yes. I do agree with that. I think my issue with FL Studio, it wasn't really the interface because I got so used to using it. Like I was an FL user probably like for 5 years, like real hard, strong, like real FL gang. Like I was like, there's no other DAW better than FL kind of thing. I liked the workflow. The issues I was having were the crashing and the loading time. Those were the things that really, really pissed me off about FL Studio. Like I would have a contact library and it would take forever to pull up inside of FL Studio. And I was like, what is this? Why is it taking so long to do this? And then I moved over to Cakewalk and like it would instantly pop up the same kind of, contact banks that I was using inside of FL Studio that took forever. And it didn't crash as much as FL. FL used to crash all the time for me, yo. All the time. I lost so much work in FL Studio. But I loved the DAW, man. It was definitely one of my favorites. I did hate the fact of recording inside it or trying to record inside it. I didn't like recording inside of it. That was like one of my pet peeves about it. I was like, this sucks to try to record inside of FL Studio. And then you couldn't use any kind of phase on the audio. You would have to go to you would open up like the little block thing that they had, and you had to like bleed the ends, the beginning and the end. I was like, this is the worst, yo. Like when I got, I was using Cakewalk for a very long time. I had Producer Edition, and it came with my interface, and I used to record inside of Cakewalk, but I didn't realize that you can actually make beats inside of Cakewalk until I saw Bon Gonzo making beats inside of Cakewalk, and I was like, oh, you can do that? And then I started making videos on it. Like, oh, you can actually make beats in here. But once I figured out I could make beats inside of Cakewalk, I stopped using FL Studio. Just because like I was tired of the crashing. I was tired of the whole loading time and all that other stuff. I was like, this is not cool, yo. But yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, the price is priced just right. I mean, I don't think that it's too low or too high. I think it's a really good price. Yeah, I actually have one of those like MPKs, the little small ones. It's sitting over there on the side. That's when I used to go out. I used to always have my tablet with me. I used to have Beatmaker 3 and FL Mobile on my tablet, hook it up with the keyboard, sit there and play and make beats. I used to call it lunchroom cookups. All right. So I guess this is it, ladies and gents. So next week there will be no live beat reviews. Give me a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to play a track. I've been working on one. I guess I can play it for you guys. Let me see some 1s in the chat and see if y'all want to do that or not. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to Live Beat Reviews. It's been fun. It's been great. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool, man. I don't mind Ableton. Like I said, I just think that it's ugly, and that deterred me a lot. I thought Reaper was ugly too, and then I found skins, and now I'm using Reaper. So there's that. All right, I see some 1s. That's what's up. Bam. All right. All right, so I guess we can go out with a bang. I've been working on this track for the day, and probably gonna submit this later on. But here we go. And then you have a sting in. Yeah. So there's that. Appreciate it. It's already slapping. Appreciate advice. Bam, what's good? Thank you for joining, yo. He said it's ready. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, man, this is just, something I've been working on. I'm probably going to submit that to the library pretty soon. And hopefully it gets placed somewhere. That's pretty much all I do, man. I try to just make stuff for them so they can try to get me placements. That's pretty much all it is. Appreciate it, AC. All right, so ladies and gents, we're going to jump off of here. Yeah, man. Hopefully, hopefully we can kind of get something going on in the channel. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm contemplating what to do with the channel itself. But I'll probably finish off this little series I've been doing, and then we can kind of go from there. Yeah, I'm probably going to send it out over to a library, see if they can get it placed somewhere. What controller do I use? I use the Complete Control MK2. That is my baby. It works on everything that I put it on. When I say everything, I mean everything. I had MK3, I tried it out, and it doesn't work for everything like this one does. Like currently I am in Reaper, and I can control pretty much all the aspects of Reaper from the keyboard. So like my play, my stop, record, my undo, my metronome, my tempo. I can control the scales from here. I can control like what mode I'm in. I can control the faders. I can skip tracks, with this, go up and down with the tracks. Yeah, it's my baby. I do wish I got the 49 instead of the 61, just because of the space that it takes up on the desk. And I realized, you only use like a certain amount of keys to kind of do stuff. So I kind of wish I got the 49, but the 61 was actually given to me. I don't know if I ever told you guys that story. I won this from Jesse at Sync My Music. I was a part of their Sync Academy, and he was doing like this 60-day challenge. So there's like a 60-day challenge, and all you had to do was complete whatever you said you were going to do in the beginning of the 2 months. So I said I was going to do an album and pitch it to a library, and I did that within those 2 months. And then he did a raffle. My name popped up, and I won the keyboard. So, yeah, that was a really cool time. But yeah, ladies and gents, we're going to jump off of here. I will see you guys next Sunday. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. I'll be doing a live to make the beats for the sample flip. So if anybody's interested in the sample flip, we'll be getting those samples set up probably that Sunday. And yeah, I am out of here. Peace, people, peace.